This Rugby World Cup Tour is all about this. This is the Rugby World Cup, the actual trophy, and what we're doing is travelling the country. We're going to be in Limerick, we're going to be in Cork, we're going to be in Dublin with the trophy, and you can come and get your picture taken. But also, apart from that, we're also going to give you a chance to find out what it's like to be involved in the Rugby World Cup on a playing level, because we've got legends who've been involved, I think, in pretty much every World Cup since the very first one. We've got Keith Gleeson, who was involved in the 2003 World Cup. We've David Humphries, who played in 2 World Cups. We've Marcus Horan, who's still obviously hoping that he's going to be involved in the next World Cup and was involved in the last one. On top of that, there's Anthony Foley. I think really what this is about is trying to understand why this trophy means so much to anybody who's ever played rugby at that level.
I think when you look at the last decade of Irish rugby, they've won everything else. They've won, club provincial competitions. They've been very successful with Triple Crown, Grand Slam. The one thing is that hasn't been even got close to is the Rugby World Cup, so it's a huge challenge. The World Cup's 12 months away. New Zealand have been incredible in building into the last 3 World Cups, and it hasn't really been borne out in their performances in the competition. For Ireland, it's a different sort of pressure this weekend on the basis of a couple of disappointing results in a return to Lansdowne Road. They will want to go out and show that they can still compete with the very best. When you look at the All Black performance in the last couple of weekends, there's no question at this moment in time they are playing the best rugby of anybody. So it's a challenge, but it's I suppose if you look back, the big games over the last few years, our big players have performed well, and that's what the hope is for this weekend.
To be involved in the first World Cup was a massive adventure at the time. Nobody knew what to expect. It was a whole new venture. We're a funny lot in Ireland. We're either outstanding or we struggle. Well, I think the one thing that's come out of these November games so far, like this view, well, I never had it in the first place anyway, but this view that the All Blacks were invincible, I think that's crazy. Australia, to me, they're the one country who always get their World Cup timing right, and I'd suggest that that's going to happen again. To be fair to England, it's taken a while. I think Martin Johnson, I've huge time for Johnson. Obviously, he's a magnificent rugby brain, but I do think there was a transitional period. He had never been involved in management prior to going into England. I think he's now learning the rudiments of what's required, and England have definitely turned the corner. We are, on the evidence of what we've seen over the last 4 or 5 months, we're 1 or 2 steps behind that. But I don't think, if a couple of things go right, I think we badly need Paul O'Connell back. People, it's like everything else, you only appreciate how good people are when they're not there. And I think he is a key element that's missing from the Irish makeup at the moment.